Well, it didn't matter. The frame was on. That was a good reply. Ricky Walden made a 1-2-4 in the frame 2, but that lovely 85 from Mark Allen has shown us a little bit of what he's capable of, and he now leads by 2 frames to 1.
Well, it's a long haul now here in the UK Championship as we come through the weekend, because best of 17, as you know, this format was tweaked. It was best of 11 really until this stage, and I just wonder how that changes the approach to a semi-final when you get to it. It's no longer that one all-important session. How does your approach differ, do you think, Steve?
I think you're sort of pleased you've got sort of meat and 2 veg coming up, a proper meal in a way, from a snooker player's perspective. From the crowd's perspective, it probably suits the purist more than the person who just wants a quick fix. So that's the balance we're trying to find.
And in terms of Mark Allen's obvious objections to best of 11s, do you think he's going to be more nervous or less about the prospect of a best of 17, having wanted this throughout the week?
I don't think he cares one way or the other, to be honest. What we've seen this week is whatever's happened, he's been able to blank that out and still play a high level of snooker, which has got him here. It's quite ironical, though. It's not been lost on me that the fact that the main grievance he had about the tournament sees him in the semi-final of it with a very good chance of winning, because the one thing he was saying was the format. He didn't like the fact it was changed, but he could very well be his maiden victory here this week.
Indeed, you never know, but he's got his nose in front here as we head into the last before the interval.
Thank you. Frame 4.
Yes, sounds
Ricky
funny to
Walden
say, Hazel, but I think it's a bigger frame for Ricky Walden than it is for Mark Allen. I think if Ricky Walden came out of this 3-1 behind, he'd be horrified. He's virtually dominated. I know he's had 85 there in the last frame, Mark Allen, but it was only after Ricky Walden had spurned 2 chances. And that's not the best break-off.
Just having a look, he can certainly create an angle off this pot to go around the back of the black. And good shot, and he played the cannon. He went all out for it. And he's on the black. Not certain where the black will go, though, when it's respotted. Well, can he get to the pink? Pink would be probably a better ball to play for. And he can.
Just give me a second, Mark.
Now, Jan Verhaas, our referee, is asking Mark Allen to give him a second till he finds a place for the pink. Obviously, the spot not available.
The hands of a surgeon there, John. Steady as a rock.
Yeah, good referee, Jan.
7.
And a good all-round guy. So up for
8.
the blue. And that's just about perfect. Now there is the loose red just above the black. But straight into him and caught them really well. And he could have wished for something a little bit better than that.
13.
Just watch the backspin he created. He hit that red absolutely perfect. See the delayed screw? And in a way, it was just too much. A good pot.
14.
Okay, not the right side of the blue, but there's a red in the other half of the table, which he could probably get. And just checking to see if the red will go past the yellow. If it does, then just drop the blue in. If it doesn't, then a little bit more work to do with the cue ball.
going for the gap between yellow and brown. If it kisses the yellow full ball, it's very, very good, and it has done.
19.
Looks to have found his stride now, does Mark Allen. Mark Allen played a shot on the blue in the previous frame where we talk about playing with spin. Now what actually happened, it hits, then all of a sudden it takes. We'll get a chance to show you after the next shot. There's the shot. You see how the white stops first, and then you see it generate the spin. And that's what side's all about. You have to wait for it to take, and you have to really follow through to get that much spin on.
25.
Now the black available still only in the left-hand corner now. So just up for the blue, and then he can start to work back at the black end of the table where he could possibly win the frame. It's not a frame-winning opportunity yet.
26.
But they're beginning to look very tasty at the moment.
$31.
Amazingly enough, they've both potted the exact same amount of balls, but unfortunately, Ricky could face the fact that he's going to go 3-1 behind. Just slightly overran that. There's only the one red in the middle of those 5 that pots in the right-hand corner. Ricky's still in front of an aggregate, but unfortunately, the frame score is what counts. So it's just that middle red in that cluster of 5 there that pots in the corner. Could have done with being straight. He'd have liked to have got onto the black.
37. $38. $43. $44.
Just coming up to 1 hour of play, and Mark Allen will be pretty pleased what's happened in that first hour. Okay, got a slightly bad contact there. Would have liked to run through a couple of inches, but I think in fairness it's done him a favour because it's easy now to swing around. There you see the little bounce, and he wanted that cue ball to go through about 12 inches, and he went through about 6. It's done him a favour really because it's easy to screw around for the blow off 2 cushions now.
Yeah, the problem is this is the last easy red available, so he needs a good angle on the colour to get on the next red. Now, what sort of an angle on this blue?
50.
It's pretty good. Now, there's a choice here. I personally would favour trying to cannon into one of the 2 reds near the corner. The 2 reds that are just above the black, you know, you could cannon them and just not develop them, but the one down at the bottom, I think you'd be better. Well, he's looking at the brown. Well, this is interesting. Maybe one of these red pots is just above the black. Maybe one of them pots. Don't think he's on anything.
54.
Must be a plant, John, that's all I can suggest. The plant must be a certainty, but he's not on it. There you see it is a certainty, but
Was a
can't
plant.
see it.
I suppose in a way he's very unlucky that, because after he played the brown, all he needs to be was near the top cushion, as you say, the plant was there. But then you could say on the other hand, if he'd have potted the blue, then there was no way he could have been snookered by the black.
Especially now we know there's a plant. Why not pop the blue and kiss into the two
Mark
reds?
Allen, 54.
Well, yes, why not? And he's not played a good safety. He's left this red over the corner there, you see it. Got a 54-point lead, but there's still a possible 75 remaining. Okay. Lined up near the right-hand side cushion 2 by 2, so it's not going to be an easy opportunity, but it's a chance, which is all you can ask for. Well, did that drift? Did it drift away? Well, it's hard to say, but you'd be disappointed he didn't knock that in.
One.
Well, the kiss has helped him there. If it had just run past that red, he'd been on nothing. Nicely played. Just this red required. Put him 63 in front, with just 59 remaining.
9.
So it's looking for all the world now. Mark Allen's going to have a 3-1 lead over Ricky at the interval.
And Ricky only has himself to blame, really. It's not Mark Allen's wonderful play. He's not outplayed him in the
16.
safety. He's not outplayed him in the break building. Ricky's just missed one too many.
16
And
in the
Ricky's
frame.
decided it's enough.
Mark
So
Allen.
breaks of 85 in the previous frame. 54 in that. Mark Allen levels the scores at 2-all.